What do I say? Okay, hi guys.
Happy gay month, because you know you gay and stuff.
Okay, thank you.
He gonna go
Talent.
gay balloon because it's got all the colors because it's gay.
Okay.
And I got Skittles because it got a rainbow on it.
Okay.
And I got the cookie cake. It's the be who you are for your pride.
Guys, I'm back with another talking video. I know I'm talking a lot these days, but it's okay because you guys and myself love hearing my voice. That's the thing. We love hearing my voice. My voice is the one thing that we all came here for. So hi guys, my last video, I filmed it a long time ago. So I look so different. I've had 2 hairstyles since I filmed that video, but like I was like, you know what, because I kept it and I was like, I'm not gonna release it because it was dark and I didn't like a lot of things about that video, but I posted it because I had to post it so I can look back at it and be like, did you improve, girl? Did you do better? But okay, so this video, it's I saw it from someone else, and since it's like June is International Pride Month, I was like, let me also tell the story of how I came out. But this is like, I wouldn't say like, I don't know how to explain it, because I came out to people at school and I came out to my mom, but like it wasn't okay. You'll hear in the story what happened. You will hear and you will know. Okay, just want to show you my nails because everyone is doing burgundy and I didn't like it when I did the full burgundy, but this looks cute. This is cute, right? I'm still doing my own nails and I feel like I've improved so much from last time. Even my time, like I can do it faster now. So I'm sitting in my bed, Hannah Montana blanket. This is my OG. I've had this since forever. All right, let me stop yapping and yap about the actual thing. Okay, so I would say being queer, being gay, because I don't like the other labels. Being queer or gay, for me, it's always been a part of me. Like there's never been a time where I was like, I'm not queer, I'm not gay, that I'm straight. There's never been a time where I remember, because even in grade R I had crushes on girls. So I don't think there's ever a time where I would say I've never been queer or I've never been gay. And like I used to identify really as pansexual because like my there's so much fluidity in how I handle my sexuality. All right, that's what I would say. Because there was a time where I was like, I'm maybe trans, and then there was a time where I was like strictly lesbian, and then there was a time where I was like, no, because like labels, I feel like because my expression is very fluid and it's very non-binary, there comes a time where a label kind of boxes me, because obviously I don't want to be in the binary. Already I'm different. Already I'm different. I don't want to be boxed in a binary. So anytime I'd have to be like, no, I'm this, it's like you're putting me in another box. This is another box for me. Just because it's a different box doesn't mean it's not a box. All right, so I would say the first time I was very open and expressive about it was in high school. So my high school experience was that when I was in Joburg, when I lived in Joburg with my mom, they tried this new system. I think, yeah, when I was going to grade 8, it was the first time they were implementing that system. So the system was that what's this? Grade 8 have to apply online and they're applying to the department. Because at first you would just go to the school that you want and then send in your documents. From what I understood, that's what you did before our time. So you would take your documents, take it to a school that you wanted, and it had to be obviously in your region, right? Like closer to where you live or closer to your school, right? But then when I went to grade 8, when I was in grade 7, they implemented a new system in Gauteng where you had to apply online. And then because it's the government, the website crashed before I could apply. Before I could apply to any school. Like, I couldn't apply to one school. It crashed because there's so many grade 7s throughout the province, and I don't think they actually thought people would be ready to apply for their kids, which doesn't make sense because parents are anxious about these things. So obviously when you tell them there's a new system that they themselves don't know, they're gonna rush to be the first people there. So I think for like the first day, a few people got to apply because obviously there were people who were at home, and then parents that are at work, obviously after work, that's when they wanted to apply. So it crashed then. So there were like a few thousand kids whose parents, like, I don't know, applied while they were at work. And then when my mom got home, she was like, okay, let me get the documents. So we were still looking for my documents, like, okay, gather everything, get on the website, it's crashed. Okay, let's try tomorrow. The website is still not up. It took 2 weeks, 2 whole weeks for the website to come up again. And like, by that time, they had already started placing the people who already applied. And remember, high schools can only take a certain amount of people. They can't take everyone. Like, not everyone is going to go to that school. And they were checking also your home address. Like, they would place you at a school closer to your home address, which was also the worst thing, because I live in the Kasi in Joburg, but I went to school in a different area, right? And I've been in that school since grade R. So I wanted to go to another school closer to that area because they provided English and Afrikaans. And the schools closest to my home address provided Setswana, Sepedi, I think Chivenda, and Zulu or Xhosa. So those are the only schools that are around my area. And they tried to place me in those schools. How do you place someone who has never done any of those languages in those schools? I digress. That's the foundation for this next part. So because that happened, and like the department couldn't do anything, because when a system has been put online, it gets automated, right? They don't want human influence on the system, because if they did, they would have allowed us to do as we always did, which is take our asses to the schools that we wanted and applied there. All right. So because that happened, we had to have a plan B. And what is plan B? Me going to live with my dad. What? So I remember I was applying. No, I sent my documents. Yes, I sent my documents to my dad and like my reports and stuff. And then he started looking for schools for me, right? So I don't know how the system in Western Cape works. I got it pretty quickly. I got like a place pretty quickly. I remember I was like, I sent my things this week. Next week, my dad was like, okay, you got the school. In the June holidays, you're going to have to come and write a test. I can't remember what the test was for, but I remember I had to go to him, write that test, blah, 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 blah. Good. Which means grade 8, I'm moving from Joburg to Cape Town. Grade 8, our tradition at home is that everyone goes home to the Northwest in December. My dad's side, my mom's side. Like, no one is ever in Joburg or Cape Town. So in December, I went home to the northwest. And my parents' places are like an hour 30 minutes away from each other. So I first went to my mom's home and then I went to my dad's home. From my dad's home in January, obviously we already had our reports and everything, so I knew I'm going to Cape Town. I knew which school I'm going to. But it was also a different school. Oh my word. Yeah, it was a different school to the one I actually went to. Okay. So from there, I think schools were opening on like the 15th or something, at the 15th of January. So me, 15th was a Wednesday, 14, 13, 12, 11th. On the 11th Saturday, I came to Joburg because all my things were here. When I went home, I only took my holiday stuff, right? Came back to Joburg, packed. On the Sunday, I got on a bus to Cape Town. And remember, a bus doesn't get there same day. I think I took a 1 o'clock bus to Cape Town, which means I got to Cape Town in the morning at like 8. I got to Belleville like 8 in the morning. Right. So imagine I'm starting school on on Wednesday. I got to Joburg on no, I got to thingy. Yeah, I got to thingy on Monday. Monday when I get there, they had already, because the other school answered before, so they had already like paid. I don't know if it was a registration or if it was like a prepayment. I don't know, but I remember we had to go to that school first, try to get that money back. I don't know if we ever got it back. Try to get that money back so we can pay for the school that was closer to my house, because the schools were like, this is the N1, the other school's on this side, and then the other school's on this side, and we lived on this side. So it was better for me to go to the school on this side of the bridge than have to cross the bridge, the train station, to go to that other school. So instead of going to that other school, I came to this other school. Yeah. So obviously, because I'm grade 8, we get those the RCL and the student council had the tour thingy for us. So on the Monday after I went there, I came to the school. They said we must wear like athletic things. I can barely remember what we did that day, right? But I remember I met one of my friends who's gonna be my friend for like the first 3 months. But like I met a friend at that part. I would call her generic name Mbali. So I met Mbali on this day, right? And then we met the student council, right? So me and my dad, because it was a walking distance to the school, me and my dad, we got in the car and like tried to find a route for me to walk in the morning. And obviously we found the route of the car because we're in the car. So we found the route of the car. And then we were like, okay, that's how I'm gonna walk. But then the student council, after we were done with our activity, my dad fetched me. But then one of the guys in the student council was like, no, you don't have to walk from the front gate. There's a back gate. I'll just show you like when school starts, how to like walk back to your place from the back gate. But obviously, I don't know these people. This is my first time here. I'm not gonna trust someone who's like, no, I'll show you way back home. Why? Why do you want to know where I live? All right. So that's what happened. So, and then the Tuesday, there was supposed to be something, but I think it didn't happen. So the Tuesday, I went with my mom to go buy a uniform. When I say mom, I mean my stepmom, but they both my mom, so she's my mom. So I went with my mom to go get a uniform. I remember, because I'm a big breasted individual, I had to get a bigger size dress. It's a dungaree, you know. I had to get a bigger size dungaree, and it went to my ankles. I kid you not, it went to my ankles. When I got home, I said, where's the sewing kit? I'm going to make this appropriate for me. So that night, I remember I sewed my dress, and I sewed it like, I folded. It was like a huge chunk, like this big of a chunk. I folded it and I sewed it because there was no way I was gonna get to school with a dress by my ankles. And then also we had an A-scouse. It's our school bag. It's square, like it's square, and then it has a square front, and then it had the name of our school there. That's what the grade 8s had to carry, because that's what we got our textbooks in. All right. On that day, I walked the route my dad and I like figured out while we were trying to find a route. That's the way I walked. So I walked, and then I walk in. Obviously, I already have a friend in Bali that I met on the Monday. So I'm trying to look for her, right? As I'm walking into the school. As I keep walking, there's a group of people standing by the tuck shop, right? And I can see the people, like my people, all right? I went to a school that I had a lot of years. So when I saw my people, I was like, let me just Maizisa and keep walking there until I see Bali. All right. When I get there, I meet my best friend. Like, love. Like, that was the day I was like, this is my best friend. So I meet a best friend. What can I name her? Candace. I mean, my best friend Candace, right? When I meet my best friend Candace, to my knowledge, I'm the only person who speaks Tswana or Sotho, right? When I get there, she's so bubbly. I'm an introvert, guys. Even though I look like I'm the life of the party, I'm very introverted, especially if I don't know people. Like, if I don't know people, I don't mind keeping quiet. You will not hear a peep from me if, like, I don't know you guys. I will keep quiet. So I met her, like, she was so bubbly. And, like, she made me feel like, you know what? This is our first day. Everyone there has gone to a previous school, so they know people from their previous school. There's no one who's new to each other there. I'm the new person. But I'm new, but it's still grade 8, so we are all new also. When they had that layer of they knew other people, but we were all still new to the school. Like, no one knew us in the school. All right. So that's how we made. So from then, it was Mbali, Candace, and me. So the three of us. But because Mbali and me had come to that other thing, we knew the RCL and the student council and friends of the student council. So me, because this guy, I had met this guy from the friend of the student council. I don't know what happened. Something happened between the Monday and the Wednesday. Then I was told, I'm dating I'm dating this guy. What can I call him? Utabiso. When I got to school, allegedly, I'm already dating someone. It was a shock to me, but because I was a people pleaser, and I'm still am, but back then, chokehold, because I'm a people pleaser, and he had to show me the way of the school, so I couldn't accept him. I had to know what's a shorter way to get home instead of rhyming the school, right? So I'm dating Tabiso, right? It's my first day. I've been in Joburg 3 days, not even 3 full days, but I've been in, not Joburg, I've been in Cape Town 3 full days, but I'm dating Tabiso. You know, it happens. Sometimes you fall into a relationship. You don't know how you got here, but you make it work. You make it work, you know? And then Mbali was dating the deputy head boy. Yeah, she was dating the deputy head boy. And apparently he was the first of our people to be in the council, like in the executive committee of the council, right? So what's his name? It's Tabiso and Tabang. Yeah, so it's easy to remember. So I'm dating Tabiso. She's dating Tabang. We don't know. I don't know what they discussed because apparently they were talking on WhatsApp or something. So their thing was consensual. It was two-way. Mine, I was just put there and I accepted my fate. Right? And then our friend Candace. So Candace is also a bit jarred on the fact that we already have boyfriends. Which makes sense. How do we already have boyfriends if we just got here? Makes zero sense. Alright. Cool. Rajola. Now everyone knows us because we're dating these two people, Utabiso and Tabang. And these two people, I'm not gonna say they're famous, but they're really quite popular because one is the first black deputy head boy and the other one is his friend. So everyone in the school who has been here before us knows these people. Everyone who knows them from primary, everyone who knows them from around where they live. So now it's like we were put in this rivalry with these other group of girls simply for the fact of coming and like it was so frustrating because firstly nake ke nzunto e ba ntatlhetse mo yone ba ntsentse ke sa batle wabo. So ga re confrontiwa when you're being confronted by these other girls and these other guys, it's like it's my first time here, people. I just arrived and I cannot account for anything that I don't understand. I just got here. I'm a grade 8. Right? So Rajola leave these people. Obviously, I think in grade 8, after that, they left us alone. We just did like, they divided us into teams. So we each got a member from the RCL as our leader for the year. I think they were supposed to be like a mentor for the year. So we got those and we're like in groups of 10 so that we could make friends also. So because there was not a lot of people, our groups kind of like all the black people congregated to each other. So we became a big friend group. Like it was huge. And we were the darkies, you know. And then yeah. So I'm dating him and Thingy is dating Tabang. When we closer to Valentine's, remember this is 15th of January. All this is happening very, very quickly. Grade 8 was very quick. So from the 15th to like the 5th of February, I'm dating Tabiso. Tabiso breaks up with me. He breaks up with me for the fact that I didn't want to kiss him. Firstly, because I'm forced into this situation. I'm here against my own will. So Tabiso breaks up with me on the 5th. I think it was the 5th because it was before Valentine's. That I can remember. It was before Valentine's Day. But Mbali and Tabang are going strong. They went strong for a couple of months. Like they were together for a long time. Now Candice, because now we're both single, right? Because when it was the couple, it was 2 couples and Candice, and we all used to hang out together. If we're not with the big black friend group, we all used to hang out together. So now me and Candice are the single people now. And here they want to go together and be together as a couple. Granted, that was okay, that was fine. So we grew closer. So obviously we're telling each other about everything, like what's happening and everything. And then I think, no, Candace said, me, I don't even like boys. I was like, what do you mean? You know, because I want to understand, what do you mean? You don't even like boys. I was like, no. Wait a minute. I just remembered. there was a third friend that they tried to push on Candace. Yes, there was a third friend that they tried to put on Candace, and we were all coupled up. Yes, I remember. Because the conversation of I don't even like boys was because she wanted to break up with the other friend of Tabiso and Taban. I don't know how we got ourselves in these situations, but we were in these situations and we had to deal with it the way we were dealing with it, right? Fine. So, yeah. So, I remember after thinking you broke up with me, Tabiso broke up with me because me, I don't want to kiss. All I'll give is a hug, my bro. All I'll give you is a hug. So, me and Candace were talking this one time, and she was like, "No, I don't even like Tabiso, Tabang, Tabong. Okay, let me say he's Tabong." So with Tabong, she's like, "I don't even like him." I was like, "What do you mean? You guys are dating right now?" And she's like, "My sister, just because you guys were dating and I don't want to be left behind." And he was always here, so it was like weird to not talk to them. Because apparently they didn't talk like on WhatsApp or anything. They just talked at school when we were all hanging together. And remember, they're grade 12s. So we don't see them like in classes or stuff. The only time they talked was when we were all sitting together, which is crazy. But yeah, so it was at that point. She was like, "No, I don't even like guys." I was like, "How do you mean?" She's like, "I like girls." I was like, "What do you mean you like girls? Are you gay?" She was like, "Yeah, I am. And I've always liked girls." I was like, "Real, because I also like girls." Right? It was such a weird conversation. I remember it was like it happened so quickly, so fast, and we're like, period. Real. That is the realest thing you have ever said in your life. All right. So that's how I came out to her. Yes, to Candace. Yes, that's how I came out to Candace. Right. And because Tabiso had just broken up with me, everyone knows. Everyone knows my business. In the school, I was never a wallflower in the school. Every single person knew who I was from the first day. All right. So the reason I found out that Tabiso broke up with me is because he wanted Ilaf back. And one thing about me, I was not there in the beginning. I was not going to go back. So he wanted Ilaf back, but after the Valentine's Ball. So in our school, right, we have a Valentine's Ball. But the Valentine's Ball, the only people that can go to the Valentine's Ball are people who are 16 and above, which means you have to be in grade 10 or above to go to the Valentine's Ball. And remember, I'm in grade 8. He is in grade 11 or 12. I can't remember. No, he was in grade 11. But his friend was in grade 12, yeah. So his friend was gonna go because he's the deputy head boy. But he went alone because he has a girlfriend in grade 8. So he's not gonna go to the ball. But my boyfriend was like, "No, I'm gonna go with a girl that has been on my girlfriend's case. Now ex, me, that has been on my girlfriend's case. I'm gonna go with that girl to the Valentine's Ball." And apparently they were such a cute couple. I was like, I'm happy for them. When I saw the pictures, I was like, good for him. He found someone who actually likes him. That's so good. That's so nice for him. That's so good. But apparently that girl, I don't know what was happening. She actually wanted a relationship with him. He just wanted to go to the Valentine's Ball with someone who actually liked him and who could actually go, who was allowed by the school to go. So you see, he's easy. Firstly, he coerced me into this relationship. Secondly, he's easy. He will jump from one person to another person. Disgusting. But yeah, But because me and him, Utabiso and Tabang, we lived in the same area, we'd still walk home together because he's the one that showed me the correct way to walk instead of like going around. And sometimes it would just be us because Tabang was in matric, so he was like doing extra lessons and stuff. And I don't know, he was playing soccer and stuff. And I started netball, so when I started netball, I would just walk with him. But if I wasn't doing netball, I'd walk with Tabiso. Makes sense, makes sense. And then as the year went by, me and Candace were like pretty close. And this time we were both single because she broke up with that man. She didn't love that man. She didn't like that man. That man was just put on her because of societal standards. Like, I don't understand. How did we end up dating these guys? How do we end up dating these boys? It just happened. Right? So because we are single and our friend is still going steady with her man, it'll just be us most times. We'd go to the tuck shop together, we'd sit together. Then started a rumor that we were dating. Little did they know we were actually gay, but not for each other. So someone, we don't know who, started a rumor that we were dating, right? But, and also, me and Candace were like, when we were together, we were very loud. Like, you could hear Candace, like we were very loud when we were together. We were very respectful to teachers, so we like teachers' pets also. Like, everyone knew us, security, the principal, like, really there, man, we were up there. And we were grade 8s, but we were up there. So when that rumor started, Yahweh, we're dating, it obviously got back to us, alright? And that's how, like, teachers found out that we were both gay, but not for each other. We were gay in a separate sense, as in one person is gay and the other person is gay, but they are not together. So that's how my friends and like the whole school found out that I was gay. I never told anyone except Candace, like straight face to face, like, I'm gay. I came out because I was dragged out. That was my experience of coming out, right? Then in grade 10, the love of my life moved to our school. And do you know how she's the love of my life? Do you know how big this situation, this predicament is, that she's the love of my life? Alright? So for the June holidays, was it June holidays or December holidays? I think it was June holidays because she came in the middle of the year. Yeah, it was June holidays. Yes, it's June holidays. June holidays, Park Station. Going a bus. At a stop, I don't know, I think we would close Cape Town because I think that bus was a late bus. So late buses, we don't stop a lot. We stop like 3 times. But the stops we're going to do are in the morning and in the afternoon. So in the morning, at this other stop, in the bathroom, as I was exiting the bathroom, she entered the bathroom. And I was like, who is that? But I never asked because get shy, get shy. So as I exited the bathroom, she entered. I went to go buy food. When I get back from buying food, they're standing outside the bus, our bus, standing outside our bus. I didn't see her because she probably got in the bus before me or like something, but I didn't see her. But when I went back into the bus, she was standing outside the bus, and I saw her and I was like, she's so pretty, but I'm never gonna see her again. God, she's coming to my school. All right, so I didn't see her, and I remember she reminded me of this last year because I had forgot all about the meeting at the bus stop thing. I just remember us meeting at school. All right. So, because in our school, there were gay people, right? Like, there were gay guys. And then there was me and Candace. Like, there were a lot of gay guys. Like, there were plenty of gay guys. There were no our types. It was just me and her, and we were friends. We're not gonna date, right? So when she came to our school, I remember she had a German cat. She had a German cat, and it was tinted. Like scrumptious. It was a German cat, and it was tinted, like brownish, or like it's either brown or maroon, but it was like it was there, right? And then she was wearing pants. And in our school, has like, yeah, you don't wear pants in summer. All right. You are forbidden from wearing pants in the summer. You're not even supposed to wear pants in the school uniform because in winter we're supposed to wear stockings. Grey stockings. Grey stockings. Our school. Our school. I wore pants because grey stockings with her dress in winter. In Cape Town winter? No ways. So, yeah, she was wearing pants. And I think I saw her in the morning when she arrived. I saw her. And I was like, I think in my mind, I knew that I had seen her from somewhere, but I couldn't remember about the bus incident. All right. I saw her. I think she remembered the bus incident. All right. A few days passed. I don't know. I can't remember, which I hate because I know it was cute. I know it was the cutest thing that happened to me because I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my soul. That was the cutest thing that happened. But then I think she asked to talk to me, right? And I was shy. I was shy. I was like, why do you want to talk to me? Which grade I was in? I was in grade 9. I was like, why do you want to talk to me? I'm so scared. I know, I just want to talk to you. And mind you, in grade 8, remember those girls that were like on our case in grade 8? She was friends with them. Yeah, she was friends with those girls. They were making our lives a living hell for no reason. For a reason unbeknownst to us. So she was friends with those girls. She was friends with those girls. And then she asked to talk to me. I think we talked. Yeah. So she was like, yeah, let's be friends. And I was like, okay, we can be friends. There's nothing stopping us from being friends, except your friends. But I didn't tell her that because she doesn't know the beef. She just got to the school. She doesn't know the happenings of what's going on. So that day, I think we just talked and I got her number and then we kept talking. Then the next week we were dating because me, I'm very easy. Once you say you like me, I will date you. Very, very easy. So she was like, no, I like you. I don't want to date you. And then I thought, because she had just gotten there, like she wouldn't want the smoke of being gay. Like everyone assumed because she was wearing pants and like no one wears pants in our school. So everyone assumed. But like it was a confirmation when she started dating me. And I thought we were just gonna be dating on the phone. You know how people date on the phone. But no, she said everyone is gonna know that she's my girlfriend. So that's the second time I came out because grade 8 didn't know I was gay. Now the whole school now knows I'm gay because we were like the first open girlfriends at that time. So you see, my coming out have never been my choice. It's always been society and all these standards that they put on us. Be gay, but don't do it. It's so hard. But I would like to say coming out is not a thing that I don't think you have to do it. Like, you don't have to come out. It's no one's business, first of all. Secondly, it endangers other people. Like, I know we're in 2025 and like things are nice now, but it's not something that you have to do. Like, if you can tell the people that you trust and you find out that even if you live to 60 and only your best friend and your boyfriend knows that you're gay, that's okay. Like, you don't have to come out. It's not a requirement for you to do it. And it's something, if you would like to do it, you can do it. That's my stance on it. Like, and people assuming something doesn't mean you have to correct them. It doesn't mean that you also have to say they're right. So if they assume and things happen, it's okay. But you don't have to like verify or say they're wrong about anything. That's my story. Bye.